in the long history of the world.
Only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. And so ask not what your country can do for you.
Ask what you can do for your country.
The candidates are ready to meet Sir Alan for the first time.
You will be dirty in your hands. Go out there and clean things.
Right, come on, let's go.
But who will be first to fall?
He was jet washing the car down, the doors open, kick a clause, yeah.
I don't know how to set up a pressure washer.
The strategy was good and the execution's bad.
Let the boardroom battle commence.
Total mess. You're fired.
The Apprentice, Wednesday at 9 on BBC One.
Now on BBC Two, and for the next hour and a half, we're joining up with the BBC News Channel.
Disaster in Montana. A light aircraft crashes in the United States, killing up to 17 people. Children are among the dead. Meanwhile, extraordinary footage from another air crash. A cargo plane bursts into flames in Japan. Both pilots are killed. President Obama reveals his latest plans to rescue American banks from crippling bad debts. And the Indian Premier League, could it be in England? Cricket's big money tournament prepares to move abroad because of security fears. The US envoy to Afghanistan and Pakistan tells the BBC that US strategy for the two countries will no longer be separate. Hello and welcome to BBC News. I'm Alistair Yates. 17 people, including a number of children, have died in a plane crash in the US state of Montana. The aircraft, which took off in California, was diverted from its original destination to the town of Butte, and it crashed 500 feet short of the runway. Andy Moore with this report.
This photograph, taken shortly after the crash, shows a fireball where the plane went down just 500 feet from the runway. Eyewitnesses say it nosedived into the ground as it was coming into land. The plane crashed into Holy Cross Cemetery. A spokesman for the Federal Aviation Authority said he believed most of the passengers were on a ski trip for children. The plane had left from California heading for Bozeman, a town about 85 miles southeast of Butte. But at some point the pilot decided to head for Butte instead. It's not known why the destination was changed. The FAA spokesman said there were many children among the dead. There were no fatalities on the ground. Official sources said the plane that crashed was a single-engined aircraft, but eyewitnesses said it was a twin-engined aircraft. Investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board are already heading for the crash site. Andy Moore, BBC News.
I've been speaking to John Amy. He's a reporter with the Montana Standard. He was at the news conference held by the National Transportation Safety Board at the Burt Mooney Airport, where authorities said the cause of the crash was still unknown.
Authorities there were a little bit tight-lipped on some of the details, but they did confirm that there was a plane crash and that there were no survivors aboard the plane.
Was there any detail that did come out of this in terms of, given that it landed just 500 feet from the runway, what are they thinking about this?
Well, that's the thing. The authorities are, right now they're having members of the National Transportation and Safety Board coming in from Washington, D.C. to investigate. They told us that as far as the cause of the crash, it's still unknown. They may have some more information tomorrow. But it did happen to crash just south of the airport in a cemetery. They said nobody on the ground was injured or killed.
As we know, John, of course, takeoff and landing are the two most dangerous parts of an aircraft's flight. But in terms of it coming down, what was the weather condition like there, for instance?
Well, it was a bit overcast. We did have some some rainy conditions that day. And speaking with expert pilots and pilots that have flown into Butte, it's not an easy airport to land in because it's surrounded by mountains, and you have to come in very and it's a shorter runway, so it's not from pilots that I've spoken to, it is not an easy place to land.
And in terms of the number killed, John, presumably all of those on board were killed.
That's what we've been told, and our initial report, speaking with airport officials, that it seems to be around 16, possibly 17, and they said that children were aboard as well, among the dead.
John Amy of the Montana Standard talking to me earlier. A cargo plane has crash-landed and burst into flames near Tokyo, killing the 2 crew members on board. Strong winds were blowing when the jet appeared to bounce and lose control on the tarmac. Firefighters battled for half an hour to bring the flames under control.